And here we are, by your arrangement, we've come together on this morning here, and yes, later morning in New Zealand, and not so late morning in Australia, and evening in other parts of the world. Anjivana Didi, welcome. Ramananda Prabhu, welcome, both from San Jose, from which largely, not exclusively, because from Badger and other places it happened, but from San Jose, the Western world very much got to know about Srila Guru Maharaj. So very auspicious place to be. All right, and Jivana, your name comes up along with Yudamanyu Prabhu, Seva Vikram's name so often about the Chinese devotees. The Chinese world, the Chinese planet is indebted to the Seva of you all, and your continued affection to the devotees of Chongqing, and affection and guardianship of the devotees of Chongqing and Chengdu, and wherever the devotees are all over China now, they spread out. So Jivana, welcome.
Oh, Dandava Maharaj, I pray by your blessings always for that Chongqing mission to become strong and firmly fixed.
All right, and all of you are living in places where you see the sky, and in Chongqing you cannot see honestly, in a year, there's like 7 days when you can see a blue sky, literally, something like that. So
yeah.
they live in that environment 358 days of the year, 7 days they see a blue sky. And when I was there, I actually said to them, how do you teach the school children? You know, generally we say the colors, you know, green is, grass is green, the sky is blue. How do you explain blue to the children in China? Not in China, but in Chongqing. All right, we're 5 minutes in, time for devotees to be here. We've got the devotees together on another day together in our human bodies under the glance of Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. So let us begin. So first of all, a big welcome and obeisances to each other, to all of the devotees as we've gathered together. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha, kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. So, first of all, also, as with all the gatherings, a big jai to our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Bhakti Rokhok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai, and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Bhaga ki jai, and all the assembled devotees and worldwide devotees ki jai, and Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda ki jai. So, the world goes on, and this week, well, first of all, I can ask, do any of you have any questions that are sitting over from last week or the previous times, or not last week, last half week? Or any, like a question that any of you have, which is, oh, we want to cover this point. Otherwise, we'll continue with our,
Maharaj, I received a message from Rupa Vilas Prabhu in Philippines,
yes.
And he saw the mini vandana that we have, and he asked, a devotee would like to, he's asking to pause the pranam mantra for offering food to the Lord.
Ah, okay. And also, I hope he's got this Zoom invitation and the password, because Rupa Vilas Prabhu, he's almost alone in Manila, which, you know, we've been to a lot of cities in the world by now, and even before by now, but Manila is the craziest place I've been to. And so he's alone in Manila. He's a devotee, and please, Praneshi, make sure that he has it, and with specific mention, please, very welcome to join, because it is the right time zone for him.
Okay.
It's the same time zone as almost here, like an hour different, or maybe the same.
Okay.
So anyway, the mantra for offering food Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasari Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. And if you need, you can write that down if you don't know those mantras. No, you all know the mantras. We can use the Maha Mantras for all of our activities. And only rarely is it that we're expected to use like a particular mantra. And we have to, actually, what we really want to do is to do everything by heart. By heart, and we have the Maha Mantra. And so, let us try to keep our life as simple as possible. And so with this, in this way, we will offer prasad, offer bhoga to the Lord. However, for those who are worshipping the deity, then there is some etiquette that is for worshipping the deity. And Divya Shakti can maybe share with us even the guidance that Ramai Prabhu gave for that. And it must be in the Service Life book, is it not? Someone can look in the Service Life book.
I was checking and I couldn't find it there.
Okay, but certainly when we're offering to the deities, when we have actually installed deities, then with the offering of the prasadam, you then come out from the temple room and leave the Lord to have a good time with the prasad. And while you're there, you're chanting the Gayatri mantras, but you're chanting the Gayatri mantras for Krishna and for Radharani. And we receive those at the time of Gayatri initiation. And generally we're also told, and these are the mantras when engaged in the worship of the deity, these will be chanted at that time, and the priest will tell you when you're being taught how to do that. So the Krishna Gayatri, the Krishna mantra, Krishna Gayatri, Radha mantra, Radha Gayatri, they are chanted at that time. And otherwise, Abhinavasundara Prabhu, can you say a particular mantra which is to be used in offering of the bhoga? I expect you use Hare Krishna, Krishna, please the Lord, take this. But is it an official mantra?
Maharaj, I don't know actually. And interestingly enough, when you're talking about the Krishna mantra and the Radha mantra, then at Sri Govindadam, because we only have Mahaprabhu, then I was not, when I was showing the seva there, we don't chant those.
Yes, that's fine. Mahaprabhu is that.
Yeah. But other than that, no, as you say, Maharaj, I think the heart, especially in Kali Yuga, heart is more important than remembering words, especially for the Westerners who don't really understand the Sanskrit or the Bengali.
What the words are.
Yeah.
And Divya Shakti Didi, you have become an expert following in the footsteps of Ramai Prabhu. Can you just give us a couple of words about the offering of prasadam? Divya Shakti, you have to unmute your microphone. Yes. Om. Was that Om? Okay, yes. Om will cover.
Oh my gosh. Well, we don't, I think we don't really say all of that. I mean, we, ask the Lord to sit down, and then, we cleanse his hands and his feet and everything. And there's different mantras for different parts of the day. For the morning, and then the afternoon is a little different, and then the night. So, but I also agree with Abhinavasundar, because even Kelly gave a long video on that once about offering prasadam. I remember that video. And it's all about the heart, because I'm not pronouncing anything properly. And before I leave the altar, I'm saying, please take this, please accept my offering. Please accept the offering of the Vaishnavas. Please accept our offerings. Please, please eat. And then I come back on the altar and I say, you didn't eat anything. But anyway, eat them, what is it? Of course, I say it every day. And now you're asking me, because I'm not doing the motions. So, I just have to think about it, because
Okay.
my mind is
I-
going blank. Even though
what
it's
I-
not blank when I'm there, I know everything by heart. But because you put me on the spot, it's always hard to remember at
That's
that time.
Mahananda putting you on the spot. I'm sorry, Divya. But I
No,
can
it's
say that
okay.
Ramaprabhu, he
But it's
loves
all
to...
family here. It's all right with me. You always
Yeah.
put me on the spot. But
And to those who don't know, Divya Shakti and myself are twin brother and sister.
So
Okay, so Divya, no problem. You meditate on it, and I can ask...
mantras, it's just like I'm just trying to think of the sequence to give you. It's like if I was to say this, like, what was that word? It's like I don't say the mantras correctly. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
anyway,
Divya.
I'll have it ready for you next time, and I'll have it really clear, and I'll write it all down.
All right,
Okay?
very good. Thank you. Too much thank you. Appreciate.
So please forgive me, but it's all about heart,
Nothing to forgive. And
consciousness, It's all about your consciousness, because if you're thinking something bad about someone or something, or, it's just like when you're cooking, it all goes into the offering. It all goes into the food, I mean, we're not on those exalted platforms like Raghunandan, and, the deity takes all the prasadam. It's like, so,
right.
Okay, I'll let you go. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not going anywhere. We're all right here. Okay, Divya, I appreciate that. What I can say too is a little PS or a PD, as they say in Spanish side, a little addition to the last class or discussions where our Californian friends are telling us about cooking for Krishna, etc. And that is Guru Maharaj who directly explained one time about Prasadam and how there is different quality of Prasadam. We can, Prasadam is Prasadam. But Guru Maharaj said that everything from the beginning, from the growing of the like vegetables, from the growing of the planting, the growing, the collecting from the field, the cutting, the preparation, the making of the plate, the offering, the offerer, the person who's then distributing the prasad, and the receiver of the prasad. All of these things combine, all of these things have their part to play. And so, like the perfectest prasad is where everything is... Divya, please turn off the microphone. Divya, please turn off your microphone. Thank you very much.
That wasn't me. That's not my noise. That's someone else's.
Okay, but still, if the microphones are off, then we'll be able to. When somebody needs to talk, then turn on the microphone. This is the safest way, so we don't get dog barking. It's Praneshwari's microphone. Thank you very much. So yes, so about Prasadam, just a little addition that Guru Maharaj directly with us there was explaining about Prasadam. So in Goloka Vrindavan, every step of every offering is perfect. So when we can get Prasadam in Goloka Vrindavan, then everything is perfect. So let's go to Goloka Vrindavan for the Prasadam. Okay, Jivana? Good idea? Good idea. Okay, an actual thumbs up. All right. And about, anybody has anything to say? Because some of you have done puja. Braja Mohini Didi? Anybody who's doing puja, who knows like a specific thing to say? Not so sure. Okay. Then I think we're pretty much connected.
You mean just as far as when you're actually putting the bhoga onto the offering, whatever altar you've got.
Yes.
So idam naivajam, I'm Gurudev Namaha or Klim Varaya Namaha or whoever you're offering to. Is that what you mean? And then idam paniya jalam.
Say that again.
Idam naivajam, I'm Gurudev Namaha.
Oh, okay.
For the bhoga, and then idam paniya jalam is for any drinks.
Okay, so say that slowly so somebody can write it down, or you can write it down and put it in the chat
Okay.
box.
Yeah.
And can you, Abhinava, can you just clarify your previous chat to me?
Can I say something? You see, that mantra is different from what I chant over here. So everyone is chanting different, we have different mantras sometimes. Because I even never heard those ones.
Heart is the answer. So please let Rupi Vilas know, Praneshri Didi. Heart is the answer, Maha Mantra is the answer. We don't want to get too caught on one thing. And really it is the case. But Ramai Prabhu actually gave a whole written by hand, instructions for the pujaris there. And he's been a pujari since San Jose's beginning. That San Jose came before Santa Cruz. So in San Jose, he was the original pujari of Gauranga Sundar.
Yep.
Do you even know the name of the deity? Gauranga Sundar.
Yeah.
Mahaprabhu's name.
Correct.
And then when the deities were installed in Santa Cruz with Gurudev present, from that time and forever, then he was the pujari in Santa Cruz, the temple there. So he left some very kind of sweet Ramai style instructions about doing the puja, which is kind of good for us to type up probably.
Maharaj?
Yes.
I can write down the stuff and prepare it next time so that I have it all written out properly, okay? And I'm really sorry that it's not so together with it right off my head because
everything is perfect. All right. Any other question? As there are sometimes questions, as we just heard. Any other question on anything just now before we've tried to start a little bit of a new topic for us on our back to basics?
Yes, Maharaj, the last interruption. Last time we were all so shy that we didn't ask any questions to the devotees that were talking about Prasad, and it was so interesting. We were just like, wow, but we didn't ask. And many questions will come. So can you please invite them sometime soon so we can bombard with questions, please?
Okay, I'm first going to see who's sitting in front of me. Okay, so okay, I can just mention one thing here. We're in the dark, as you can see. Oh, look, there's some light if I turn off this phone. The light will come behind me. The light will come behind me. One assumes that the sun will rise today. And we're here, and we are with 55 devotees who have gathered from all around this Chiang Mai area. There are lots of devotees here with their kids and so many, and I don't know how many more are here, but we're having a little bit of a weekend retreat at the Govinda farm. And included here is Kala Chand Prabhu, one of our special guests last week, but Gauranatha Raj Prabhu, he's not here now. He's a family man. He lives near Chiang Mai, but he didn't join this time, probably because he's just been here. But he had a great time, by the way, when he was here for the couple of days recently. And he was so happy to come here. So we're with many devotees, but not our Kala Chan. So yes, we can invite them to come. And Dayavati Didi came in, and we are here. And to Abhinava. Okay. And Rukmini Hridoy are there in hidden form. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, Rukmini, they may be having some difficulty with the sound, she put in the thing.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Dandavat, Dandavat. Oh. All right. So, yes, so you wanted to ask a question. Oh, you wanted to ask a question to them, not to me. Oh, okay. All right. Not to me. So, should I?
They mentioned that there are certain important things, but they were not mentioned. And I actually had just like the highlights of the first part of the conversation because we didn't have the video available on YouTube yet. We still don't have it. So I just compiled the first part of the conversation. And he said that there are some basics that you have to have in a kitchen, but he didn't mention which ones. So we have to find out.
Okay, well, I can suggest rice, dal, chilies. No, okay, rice, dal, spices. We'll go for the spices. And if it's a Bengali kitchen, mustard oil. But if it's not a Bengali kitchen, probably you will want some other kind of oil. Anyway, this is only me. I cooked for Sagar. I cooked for Nitai Gauranga at the Land of Nectar in Navadip for, I don't know, for a while. We were down when staying in Navadip, Chaitanya Saraswat Math. The service was down at Gauranga colony for Nitai Gauranga. So we used to cook there. But that was rice, dal and sabji. And that was chapati and sabji. So we had this little bit of a stock of those things. And then each day we would get fresh, whatever is just locally. And so when it was tomato season, or in American, tomato, anyway, when it was tomato season, then we'd have lots of tomatoes. When it's cauliflower season, we had cauliflowers. Whatever it was would be there, but just from the local produce. So anyway, yes, we can ask them what are the essentials. And here we are in Thailand, and the brother of Krishna Priya, who is the wife of Paramananda Prabhu, who's looking after, who's transformed this Govinda farm from just a forest hill, like an abandoned hill sort of thing. He transformed it into this Govinda farm. Anyway, so his wife's brother, he used to cook for the royal family of Thailand. And everything he makes, you understand, it's Thailand. So he cooks, and of course it's all pure veg. We offer it to the altar here, which is actually the altar from Navadip. Not, of course, Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar in person, but the altar, for those of you who know my little office in Navadip, it's actually that altar that was there for many years since I was a young boy. Then that same altar is here. It was in a trunk. I mean, it's photos of Gurudev, Guru Maharishi Saraswati Thakur, and then the deities of Guru Gauranga Gandhava Govinda Sundar. So we offer on the altar here, but his name is Taban, but he cooks everything he makes. You know, oh, I'm in Thailand, and I don't know what that ingredient is. I asked Paramananda, what is it that they put in sabji which makes that Thailand taste? And he said, it's a secret. So What can I say? Some things we just have to be born Thai if you want to get the Thai taste, and maybe, but the secret in Bengal is already revealed. It's mustard oil and chilies. All right. Oh, Premasan, how can we increase our relationship with Gurudev? We listened that he said, I'm always with you and you are always with me. And also you are mine and I am yours. Well, there's a question. This is a question that's come up in my little chat box. So how can we increase our relationship with Gurudev? Okay, so let us answer this question. And we have with us Brindarani Devirasi. We've got Kat from Australia. I don't know if she can hear us. I'm hoping she can. And Madhavi has joined us in the meantime. And I just see a note has come in from the back to basics, cooking conscious. Is this say cooking consciousness? It does say a Krishna consciousness, cooking consciousnness. Okay, we want to have Krishna. Oh, now we've got KCC, right? Krishna's cooking consciousness. July the 29th, 2020. Oh my goodness.
This is the first part of your conversation, which was so interesting. And I typed it, I posted, because we don't have access to the video yet.
Well, very good. I mean, I'm so happy that you're doing this and sharing this with the devotees. Okay, so that's for everyone to see. So for now, I will invite Kala Chanpu to come back. But it won't be today, obviously. Okay. And here we're in the middle of a retreat, and it means just a weekend retreat. What's Abhinav showing us? What are you showing us?
It's Raikishori.
Oh, it's Raikishori. Oh, right. Sorry. You were so dazzling that the screen was like so white. We couldn't see. Raikishori Devirasi. You see, this is the system through the telescopic system. So Rai through Abhi and Kelly and coming through the internet and coming to us. So very good. Rai Kishori, our obeisances to you, to Sudarshan Prabhu, to all of the family, to all of the Salt Lake City family. Good to have you with us.
Is this
Right.
Zoom right now?
Yes, and he's talking to you.
Yes, I'm literally inside of a car wash, washing my car.
If only we could wash our consciousness so easily by going through a car wash. Consciousness wash.
Yeah, about right. If only it was as simple as spending $5 and getting sprayed off by chemicals. But if you send me the link, I'm driving home after this, and I will log in.
Okay. So we can't hear you so well, but we're oh, she's gone. We can't hear her so well, but we can invite some contribution for this point of how to increase our relationship with Gurudev, because this question is in the chat box here. How can we increase the relationship with Gurudev? We listened, we heard that he said, I'm always with you and you are always with me. And also you are mine and I am yours. Yes. So how to increase our consciousness of this, because that is the reality. So how to increase the consciousness is through service, through doing as best as our heart and conscience, Chaitya Guru and everybody else inside who's good, not those who are bad inside, all that they are saying is what Gurudev would want from me, how he expects me to behave, what he wants me to do, how I can do those things better each day. This kind of thing is going to help us be Guru conscious. Krishna conscious, but Guru conscious. And Gurudev conscious, because Gurudev is just like a very specific person. Sometimes we think of Guru, disciple, we think of the Vyasa-san and the disciples sitting, just listening. But Gurudev was very much interactive Gurudev, very much personal Gurudev. So service is our connection, and actually service is our connection with the holy name. Service is our connection with Mahaprabhu, with Krishna, with the Vaishnavas. But in particular, we can understand that service is our connection with Guru. And Gurudev is everybody's Guru. Really, he's the, whether official Guru or unofficial Guru, he's the guide and well-wisher of the world. Guide because he's affectionately bringing Guru Maharaj's deep and simple guidance to the whole world. And he's bringing Guru Maharaj's connection to the whole world. So it's not my Guru, your Guru, etc. This point has been brought up by Srila Prabhupada, by Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Saraswati Thakur. And we must understand and embrace the Guru principle. Our well-wishers, who are the pure Vaishnavas, those established in the upper world, their well wishes to us and our relationship as well-wisher and receiver of well-wishes, if you like. This is the richness of the Vaishnava family. And this is our family. And as Guru Maharaj says that many things are automatic. At the beginning, we learn something, we meet somebody, perhaps, and then it takes a little while from first knowing them by the picture, knowing them by the words that we've seen, and then knowing them as a person, their interaction. But once we have been kind of introduced to our family, or like a child perhaps is separated for some reason at a very young age from the mother and father, and then after some years, and it's, oh, now your mother and father, they've come back from prison or wherever they've been, where you've been separated from them. Then you're reintroduced to your parents, and then, oh, mother, father. It is not something which is kind of has to be added. It is a natural relationship. So actually, we are waking up our natural relationship, and it is there already. When Gurudev says that we are together, you are mine and I am yours, it is this whole family, automatic family mood, but not mundane, just of cutting jokes together or something, but the family of service to Guru Maharaj, the family of service to Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, the family of seva. And it is seva. Without service, we are not, what are we? We are not of any proper identity. So the service connection, to understand what Gurudev wants, understand what Guru Maharaj wants, to do that, to hear their discourses, to read their books, and try to do it, but on a measure. You can't just sit all day and listen to a recording. We have to do something. So the doing part of our life will become Guru consciousness, Gurudev conscious, if you like. And yesterday, one devotee asked here at the retreat that we're having. Yes, Brajamohini, we'll come to you in a second. I see a raised digital hand. I'm getting used to the digital world. A devotee asked me yesterday about, but I don't feel any necessity to come to the morning not necessity, it's too early to come to the morning program, but I'm doing seva throughout the day. I'm doing something which is earning money, which is coming for the temple, which is all very good. But the point about how Gurudev, we saw in his life, he wanted the devotees to come to the morning program, to be nourished in the way that they've given, with the bhajans, with some reading, with the arati, and with the association of each other. Why? Because in the day, okay, maybe you're working and giving everything you ever get by the way of your payment, payment or whatever. You may be giving everything to the temple, but the consciousness in which we are doing everything needs to be cultivated. The consciousness of everything, I'm the doer and everything is being arranged by Krishna. If I get a good result, it's from Krishna. If I'm facing challenges, it's from Krishna. Krishna conscious. And when we are doing it in the consciousness, which is being given to us by the program that our Gurudev has given, we're going to be not only like Krishna consciousness, which can feel a little remote, but it will be Guru consciousness, Vaishnava conscious, and Gauranga consciousness, Nityananda consciousness. So the development of our relationship is always through service, and service means doing what we've been advised to do. So try to make our life day by day a balanced life of the devotional, like official practices. I mean, we do have chanting japa. Please not to neglect that. Gayatri, japa, we are going to sing or read if we're in a flat in the middle of Moscow and everyone gets disturbed if you start playing kartels and mridanga. But we do something which is going to be nourishing us. So in the day, we are going to be also automatically thinking of these things. These will come to us. So this is some thought. So try to understand what Gurudev wants from us, and then we do that, and then more and more. And those who really are clean in heart and are fortunate, they will get some glimpses, some guidance, some things which show that Gurudev is with us. So we are very nourished to hear devotees' experiences, and not only that, we're very nourished to be in the family of our brothers and sisters, because just as Krishna is not alone, Gurudev is not alone. Rajamohini Didi, you have a raised hand. Can we invite you, please?
Dandavat Maharaj. So just what you were talking about as far as the gurus, that was always kind of a little complicated for me to understand, was this guru is one principle. We did hear that class from last Saturday that Chinmoy Prabhu posted. Gurudev was speaking and he was talking a little bit about that as well. But now, now we have different initiating gurus in our mission, and then so now it comes up in conversations like, oh, whose guru are you, or whose guru is he, or that kind of thing. And it always made me feel a little awkward to hear that. And I'm wondering how we go about understanding, like, how we express that, or how we think about that. Is it, I feel like everyone is Gurudev and Guru Maharaj's disciple, but maybe they're initiated by someone or the other. But anyway, how should we think about that?
Paramanand was here just now. We were reading something from Srila Gurudev. Oh, it is in Revealed Truth, the book Revealed Truth. And we were reading one part, and which part? Oh, I'm not exactly sure right now. But Gurudev is pretty much addressing this point. And he's saying how we were brought up by Guru Maharaj to see that everybody is of the same family, and not that it is a distinction. Oh, your guru is this, your guru is this, my guru, your guru, my guru. And Gurudev, in Revealed Truth, there is a section, and I see Praneshwari doing a search in Revealed Truth, perhaps, to try to find that part. Because when we hear from Gurudev and when we hear from Guru Maharaj about this principle, it helps to clarify to us. Because it is a natural thing. Oh, my Gurudev, my father, like this, my mother, Guru Maharaj, he makes an example of how everybody thinks that their mother is the best. Like, everybody, my mother, oh, my mother. You have an automatic relationship with your mother. But Guru Maharaj says, but if you take an impartial view and you get he didn't say get a clipboard, but get a clipboard and you give marks out of 10 for this, you'll see that there is gradation in mothers to their children. I mean, there's some differences, but everybody will think my mother is the best. But Guru Maharaj made this point, but no one is going to swap their mother for my mother for your mother. Oh, now she's my mother. Your mother is your mother. It is a relationship. Our relationship with Krishna is through our particular guardians. And in the spiritual plane, there are different departments. Those who are looking after this section of the cowherd boys, that section of the cowherd boys, those who are looking after the ladies, this. But there are so many sections, and it becomes very complicated if we try to understand, who's the servitor of who in the line. But they're all on one team together, which is the team of service, the team of, again, not service, but loving service, the teams of love in service to the Lord. So, because somebody else is like their mother, their mother. When we're at school, we're not going by, I'm not meeting with him because he's not from my same mother. Everyone's got their different mothers and fathers, but they're one classroom of students together, one classroom of one team of footballers playing together. And so we are like this. We are here in the school of Mahaprabhu, where actually, as we mentioned, maybe I think together ourselves, where we are studying in the same class as Lord Brahma, Guru Maharaj told. These topics that Mahaprabhu is giving through Rupa Goswami, that Rupa Goswami is giving through the Rupa Nuga Dhara, the current of Rupa Goswami. This is of the same class that Brahma is attending. So next time you're in a class, look around you. If you see any four-headed persons, you may start to think, oh, my goodness, Guru Maharaj said so, here they are. Look behind me. Now you can see I've become dark and the day has become, so now I need the torch again, my spooky self. Behind me is not virtual reality, it is reality. It's not somebody's turned up a screen. It is the sun going to rise. So, what can we say? So this way, Brajamohini Didi, and we'll look, here we are, Revealed Truth Web something.
Web updated, that's the book, because I didn't know where to look in the book. But what you're saying can be found in Sri Guru and His Grace.
Sri Guru and His Grace, of course, yes. Sri Guru and His Grace is certainly the source to help us to understand. And Srila Prabhupada's also, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he's given some introduction there on this theme. And, well, you've given us the whole book. We don't have time to read the whole book right now. But maybe I'll do my homework too. Then for next time, I'll find that excerpt from there where Gurudev is talking about this subject matter. But these things that I've mentioned just now, and we also have to think about this. And another thing is, we come to places, I mean, happily, where we've got disciples of like literally 5, sometimes we've added up in the gathering. We have disciples of 5 different, my gurus, in other words, initiating gurus. And in a very happy environment that just, as we're saying, one team is one team together. And so we have to see, yes, we're all on the team together, but I have my, I'm listening to my mother, my father, I'm doing what they say. And your mother and father, they may have a different approval of, what you're doing, how you're cooking, or what it may be. And my mother and father, they have their nature, but we're one team together. So, right, especially you can say it's a new era for us in Chaitanya Saraswat Math, when we are not with like one guru. Principally, we always had the focus to, first of all, to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is the head. And for our introduction to Krishna consciousness, Srila Prabhupada was like, you can say, one clear personality. Guru Maharaj was the one clear personality. Gurudev, the one clear personality. But Gurudev, they have all given so much, and they are now giving through the Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Vrinda. Those who are following from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Srila Saraswati Thakur, as presented by Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, those who are presenting their teachings. So this way around the world, and Gurudev for many years said, now the mission is too big for one Acharya. And he said, even for India, I'm just telling clearly, he said, India, it is too big for one Acharya. He did have originally some different ways to separate like the father figures, the next fathers that are going to be there in India, to continue in Vrindavan and Govardhan, in Puri, in Calcutta, and in Navadip. But as things turned out, then changes took place. So everything has become bigger. Guru Maharaj can digest so many things around the world. But how did Guru Maharaj manage? Through Govinda Maharaj. It's according to the capacity of the personality. And Govinda Maharaj, the relation of Guru Maharaj to Govinda Maharaj was unique. It is not something which is, everywhere we will find that the Guru has declared and retired in their lifetime, declared their successor and retired in their lifetime. And this came up, and we were there all the way through the transition, if you like, from Gurudev being the manager and secretary of the Math to him being the Acharya. And this was the first time that an Acharya who is carrying the whole current has appointed a successor and retired. And it came up in that time that the precedent to this only was Ramachandra. And Ramachandra, somebody who knows the Ramayana properly can say, but like this was, many thousands of years ago. So it is not something that we can expect generation by generation. This is something which has been presented as a unique matter from Srila Guru Maharaj. And there's a question here.
Can you?
Paramananda Prabhu wants to ask Raja Mohini a question.
The question is really...
Come a little, I think you have to bring me close.
Dhanyavad.
Here's Paramananda Prabhu. Da-da-da.
Do you have nephews? Or any family members, extended family members?
Yes.
How do you treat them? What is your feelings about them?
Tell the truth.
I know they can be mixed.
I don't think that's my question. I don't think that was my question, but I understand that they're part of the family.
We're talking about one guru. We have a grandfather.
Yeah.
For me, he's a grandfather, Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Then I have a father, Srila Gurudev. So it is an extended family. We're in the same line.
Yes, I understand that. And what I don't understand is how to when the communication is happening and people are saying my guru, your guru, who's your guru, how to
that's naturally
express that about us being one family, and it not being
all the gurus. Like all the fathers of present children, they're following the same line. They're not different. In our case, we are the family. We're following this particular family line, we can say. And there are, of course, the multitude of Vaishnavas, the multitude of the Vaishnava lines, Vaishnava Sampradaya. That's a different story. So I think it's pretty much harmonized in just that, just thinking that we're one family, extended from Srila Guru Maharaj, actually. Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, our present acharyas. And of course, they're honoring their parents, but we're can have affectionate relationship with our nephews, give them some affection. Of course, they will praise their parents, but if we have that kind of loving family, then naturally they will respect the seniors and there will be perfect harmony. So in fact, that question will never arise because it will be just perfect, like one big family, loving family. That's what Srila Guru Maharaj wanted from us, what Srila Gurudev wanted from us. And he, Srila Gurudev, was an example of that. That's just my vision. I wanted to share because yes, I also have that kind of question, and I had that kind of question, but I kind of answered for myself with time. And I know I know what you're talking about exactly. Yes.
Can I say something?
Oh, Divya, please. Yes.
I just wanted to say it's like in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says we're all on the branches of the same trunk of the tree, you know? So it's like different branches, but the trunk, the foundation is like the same. So that's how I kind of felt that came up in my heart just now.
Yeah, but no doubt, Divya. But I hope we're not the branches yet. I hope we're still the same branch of one big tree of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, but we're all connected. That's what I'm saying.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess there's, isn't there some sort of etiquette as in general when people are meeting, who is your guru, what's your name, who is your guru, and all this sort of thing? Like traditionally, isn't there some sort of etiquette where it's acceptable and appropriate to inquire from someone when you meet them, who, you know?
Absolutely, Abhinav. It's part of the Vaishnava Sadachara. It's actually described by our acharyas how it should be done. Yes, and if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will see that when Mahaprabhu meeting, he's inquiring, who is your guru, where are you from? What is your
lineage? So we know the lineage and conception that they're following.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Shankaracharya.
And you can see
I want to be God. I want to merge into God. Which line we're in.
And you can see it's a good example. Mahaprabhu himself, he is recognizing his family line. And that is Madhavendra Puri. He is not without asking. He can observe just by the look, by the symptoms, by the behavior of other Vaishnavas. They are somehow related to Madhavendra Puri. That recognition is instant in Mahaprabhu. Because they're on the same line. It's the same family again. And yes, you're absolutely right. It's a part of the Vaishnava Sadachar, Vaishnava etiquette to inquire. But I mean, gently, not like challenging or anything. But inquire, who are you, where are you from, who is your guru? It's like, who is your father, who is your mother?
Yeah. And for me, I find that, in the current circumstances, it does something to my heart. If I meet someone, they're Janardana Maharaj's disciple, they're Madhusudana Maharaj's disciple, Ashram Maharaj, they're all such wonderful acharyas, they're all such wonderful personalities. We've grown up with them all being the leaders of our mission. They've always been the leaders of our mission, actually. And so now when someone says, I'm Goswami Maharaj's disciple, I'm Avadut Maharaj, any of the acharyas, then that it's some extra bit of beauty that you can add to your affection for that person, because you go, you've just taken initiation through this personality. They're so beautiful. I love them, like you can love that person more when you know who is their guru.
In your mind, Abhinav, what it will bring, the remembrance of their pastimes, or the pastimes of Srila Gurudev, something that you witness, naturally will arise in your heart.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yes.
Yes, please.
There's a whole tidal wave.
How have you been quiet for so
long?
long?
How did you stay quiet?
My dandavats to everybody. It's so nice to see everyone. I was listening to everyone, and I have.
Sorry. All right. I recognize your voice.
Yes. My naughtiness has arrived. Please forgive me in advance. But I have some quotes that I have in a notebook from Srila Guru Maharaj. Some of them are from Loving Search for the Lost Servant. And then this one's from Absolute Harmony. And I thought they're so nice. But Guru Maharaj says, the forgetfulness of the guardian is the cause of all of my hardships. And I always find anytime that we're finding some kind of like necessity or some like, you know, friction, so to speak, it's like we're forgetting the main thing. And then there's this quote from Absolute Harmony that I thought was so nice, where he says, when harmony is successful, it becomes the necessity of beauty. And, you know, it's like from one I don't know, I always feel like there's this urge to try and find a new perception, right? That's like Om Jnana Timirandasya, like find a new perception, because the wave of reality that's going over you has a source, and the source is friendly to you. So like in one perception, it seems like there's division, but then if you can somehow or other, if like, you know, with that mysterious mix of, you know, humility, grace, offering ourselves, and all of these things, we can have another perception where the exact same thing that seems to cause like some friction almost now becomes like almost like more glorious and like wondrous and like full of variety. And it's like, I really like this one quote that says, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So.
And whose quote was that? The main thing?
I'm not sure. I think she's like a British poet. But I like that quote in the sense that it's like, if you remember the main thing, then there can be harmony, right? Forgetfulness of the guardian is the source of all hardships is like, it's such an amazing sentence, right? Anyways, that's just what came to mind when I was thinking, like, it's just a matter of if our perception can just slightly adjust itself, then the same thing that seemed to be kind of full of friction is now exciting.
Okay.
Isn't that something we're supposed to do every minute of our devotional life? Adjusting perceptions?
I read that section of Loving Search for the Lost Servant almost every day, where Guru Maharaj is talking about Bhagavad Gita. Because, you know, like, I'm reading Bhagavad Gita for so many years, but I have no summary. Like, Guru Maharaj's entire summary condenses that everything in the environment is all right, and I need to adjust myself, which is just the most amazing summary. And then he says, even falling down can become the moment for advancement and progress. Or as my parents like to summarize, falling up.
Not to be used as an excuse.
No, never.
To fall down.
But it means like adversity can come, and it seems like it's so like terrible. But if it's working on us appropriately, then it's the opportunity for something beautiful to come out of it. Right, Maharaj?
Definitely. And one thing I have to say, the clock is ticking, or the clock has tucked, and we've got our gathering here, and we need to continue this side of the world. But can I just add a little something? Oh, I am here behind the silhouette. Can I just mention a little something, that when Paramanand was mentioning about how Mahaprabhu, he's meeting the devotees and then say, oh, you're a disciple of Madhavendra Puri, there was some recognition of the qualities in the person. And I can say that we meet many devotees, you know, around the world day by day. And when we meet our family, Chaitanya Saraswat Math family of devotees that have come from Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, to the present generations of the devotees, then there is something different. We know generally, automatically, oh, this is our family of devotees. then we can understand. Oh, they've got the lineage, the affection, connection of Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, etc. And so, I mean, you can't also put your finger on it. You say, oh yes, they are our family. Sorry about me looking so dark. It's not my fault. There you are. Because I got the sun. Okay, anyway, good question. And it's probably not completed and it's probably going to bring up other questions. And I'll do my homework and find the part that Paramananda and myself were reading. In the meantime, here are some of our gathering. Oh, you see, because the computer's adjusting to the light. There's the light. And here, Paramananda. And here are some of our gathering here.
Jai.
We're having a weekend retreat. We're in the rice fields. And I think we're going to go over to the rice barn where the morning program is going to take place here. And the day will continue with various adventures and various things. So consider everything we've said and continue your devotional life in harmony and trying to understand what our Gurudevs want from us every day.
Jai.
And don't forget, we think, oh, this is California or America, back to basics. But Ananta Krishna Prabhu, Anandavadan Prabhu, our Jai Gauranga Prabhu over there, all the way over in New Zealand. And then we are being remembered by our Abhinava Sundar and Kelly. And what happened to our other, where's Kat go? Oh, Kat was with us before from Australia. And Rupanuga, Rupanuga coming and going. Where's Rupanuga? He was here. Oh, you're there. I can see you. You're driving the car with your headphones on. Very good. And then from Mexico, we've got Prafulla and Dayavati from all over. San Jose and Florida and I don't know. Huh? Salt Lake. Oh, yeah, Salt Lake. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Representing the whole of the Salt Lake Jatra there too. All right. So from Govinda Farm, please allow us to continue because our program already should be started. We'll start our program here. And super to be with you. We'll see you just in a few days' time. And let us continue. And back to basics. Keep our foundation firm. And keep Upadesh Amritam. 2 days ago was Rupa Goswami's disappearance day. Remember Upadesh Amritam. Make that our life and soul. Then we can safely associate with the Vaishnavas, with the joyful association of the devotees. And may your day and our day continue happily. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Rokhak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Srila Guru Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai. Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda Ki Jai. All the assembled here and around the world devotees Ki Jai. And all the unlimited devotees all over the world Ki Jai. Antakota Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. And the Mahaprabhu and Nityananda's wave of Krishna Prema flooding the world through you all Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari. Hey, don't disturb the environment. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari. Dandavat Pranam to you all. Hari Hari.
Maharaj, had a beautiful day. Dandavats to all the devotees.
Thank you. We're all moving over to where the main program is taking place. And we'll continue. Hare Krishna.